All right, before we get to the first question on the text line, I just want you to answer the question I had going into the break. How much you value the circle game on a schedule? Obviously, I think as Eagles fans, we all think back to 2023. I still know Week 13 was the week the Eagles played the San Francisco 49ers, because when that game came out, that game was scheduled or circled on the schedule. Does that play any sort of factor into your belief when it comes to analyzing and predicting games?
No, because so much time has passed. I think you have to put yourself in the mind of the players, and once the ball is snapped, all that stuff is forgotten, and you just go out there and play.
All right.
I don't think too much into that.
That's fine. That's fine. All right, what do we got, Connor?
All right, so our first question for DiCecco here comes from Colin from Philly, and he says, how do you think the Eagles will try to match up with the Rams wide receivers? Will they let Quinyon Mitchell travel against their number one or keep him on one side?
Yeah, I don't think you can travel with this team because they move around so much. So that was something that I looked at going into this, and how they utilize Puka and Devontae Adams. And Tutu Atwell, by the way, is a really good vertical threat, undersized receiver who can beat you deep if you kind of sleep on them. But, yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to be afforded that luxury this week.
All right, what else we got?
All right, this texter asks, after watching how open some of the Chiefs receivers were, do you think the Eagles defense will be able to cover down the middle of the field against the Rams?
Yeah, good question. I mean, the Chiefs receivers didn't get, they didn't really uncover as well as you might think.
There was the collision course play, but
and then the one where Thornton won on the 49-yarder. Yeah. But I think they should be able to cover up the middle of the field. Zach Bond and Jahad Campbell have done a really good job of plastering that second level. And Drew Makuba, I think, the rookie who had the interception that led to the turn in the game that John talked about yesterday. Yes. I do believe that he's continuing to build off of each game and get better the more he plays. So he's playing with a lot of confidence right now as well.
Take us back, your thoughts on the Thornton play. Just summarize it for people. I had a couple people asking here about how did you consider that bad coverage? I didn't.
No. Quinyon, it looked like Quinyon had to get back over, and he still almost made the play.
Correct.
But it just goes to show you, and that's why I wasn't overly as confident in the Eagles being able to pull that one off, because you have to account for Patrick Mahomes and being able to make things happen.
Sure. All right, what else we got?
All right, we have a check-in here from John in Allentown who asks, we know there's a question about the route tree for receivers, but what are you seeing specifically with the concepts? Too basic, too long developing? What's your take on that?
I love that question.
Yeah, it's a great question. I think they're a little bit...
Great question.
I think right now they're a little bit more on the basic side, a little simplistic, but they were designed for Jalen to get the ball out of his hands based on the pressure that they were facing at the line of scrimmage. I think that's going to change moving forward. Now, the Rams do have a fast-flowing defense with a lot of younger players like Jared Verse, and they have Fisk and Byron Young. So that's something that to keep an eye on.
Who was that, Connor? Did that person put it down?
That was John in Allentown.
John in Allentown. Notice he saves that text for Ask Football Guy Andrew DiCecco.
I appreciate the question, John. Thanks.
He didn't send it at 6 a.m. to us.
It's amazing. We have an Andrew and a John on the show, but
he
Andrew
saves that,
DiCecco's Football Guy. That's Football Guy John on the text line.
That's
all right,
amazing.
We got time for one more. What we got?
All right, so Joe checks in. Joe from Schwenksville, one of our winners of the Wendy's gift card.
Wow, good job.
What's up, 7 o'clock hour. And he has a question as well. He wants to know if you thought that the Eagles were being too careful in their game planning against the Chiefs to just try and cut down turnovers, and that could have led to the offensive unproduction.
Yeah, Joe, it looked that way to me. And again, when you're in that kind of environment, it's Kevin Patullo's first game on the road calling plays. The Eagles were the better team. At that point, you don't want to, you become a little bit more risk averse. So, yeah, I think that had a lot to do with it.
Okay. Thank you very much for everybody texting in those questions for Mr. DiCecco.
Some really good questions, too.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Hey, guys, Andrew Salciunas, host of Kincade and Salciunas. Just want to thank you for checking out all of our great videos that we have on our YouTube channel every single day. Make sure, if you can, please like and subscribe and check out all the videos that we have on our YouTube channel, whether it's for us, Kincade and Salciunas, of course, our midday show, as well as Unfiltered with Bill and Ricky.